There was a black woman that was working on Capitol Hill who was raped by a black American man whose ass should be, I pray to God, is in jail, but I suspect he is not. When this woman confided to Sheila Jackson Lee about this man who I believe worked for the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, that he had raped her, Sheila Jackson Lee told her not to file charges. Again, let me say this again. The strong black woman, your feminist hero, the one that's always downing black men, says the black woman, take the loss. Who cares? It's just a little snag in your vagina. It'll heal up. Put some Bengay on it. Right? The young woman files anyway. And what does Sheila Jackson Lee do? She has this young woman fired from her job. Mm. Had it been a black man in Congress, insensitive to a rape victim? Oh my God. And frankly, he should be destroyed. In my view, and your view too, because we really do believe in protecting women, but they have to be on code. That dude should have been destroyed. But you know what? Sheila Jackson Lee simply lost a little bit of her status in the Congressional Black Caucus, and it was never a major news story. If she had only been a black man, and you know what? Sheila Jackson Lee is a Delta. And let me tell you something. All of these schools and institutions where black women are raped and abused, you'll find your Greek letter sisters preside over them, and they cover up for the abuse and the molestation of children all over the country. In a sense, pedophilia and the rape and hurting of children is black women's joint. And nobody, as they sing, nobody does it better. Nobody. Y'all went from being big mama to trick mama. Again, a congresswoman that all of y'all respect because she's, and she's a Jamaican fraudster. Got y'all thinking she's a black American and gives a damn about us. It's funny. Anyway, let me keep moving. Basically, tries to destroy a woman for not wanting to have been raped. Denied that woman justice after she had been raped. And she's still a hero. Y'all still like her. Now, had that been a black man who had tried to cover up for rape, they would have gaslit every black man from here to the fucking Australopithecus and antiquity. All of us are guilty. Do you know who else does that to black men, that blame all black men for what one black man does? White supremacy. Most black women are white supremacists. You relate to us and everybody like you're white. You're the biggest traitors in our group. And that pussy pass that the brothers keep giving you, and for that matter, the sisters that are eating one another too, that y'all get a pass from that too. Like folks knew Whitney Houston was gay, and folks knew that Whitney Houston used drugs before Bobby Brown's ass came around, and probably that fat, greasy old hip hop dick probably kept her ass alive longer. And that means she was doing drugs with Robin before he showed up. But who showed up? Oprah Winfrey and her mama, who was a player haters. Sissy Houston was jealous of Whitney. They used Whitney, exploit. Her mama did because her mama never made it. Let's just take a moment to say, all of y'all have heard the song Midnight Train to Georgia. But most of you don't know that Sissy Houston did it before Gladys Knight, and the nigga didn't get a hit. Gladys smoked her ass. A lot of you have heard the song by Elvis Presley called Suspicious Minds, right? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, right? Did you know that Whitney Houston's cousin, Dee Dee, who was a lesbian, who's Dionne Warwick's sister, Dee Dee Warwick, I'm telling you, Dee Dee Warwick looks a lot like, you know who she looks like? She looks like Eddie Long with The Process. I'm not lying. Dee Dee Warwick look like Bishop Eddie Long. Anyway, I'm just saying. Now, Dee Dee Warwick sang it, and I think Sissy sang Suspicious Mind. They didn't get a hit. Elvis did. Whitney's mother was an intergenerational boomer hater who was jealous that her daughter was prettier, less masculine, at least in appearance, and had a better voice. So even her mother, instead of getting her counseling, covered up the fact she was molested. In fact, that whole family, the Drinkard singers, that's Dionne Warwick's people. There was some studs up in there. Nobody acknowledges that Whitney Houston was raped by women. It was never addressed. Whitney was gay probably because of the effects of being molested. And the woman molested her brother, too. And nobody got punished. When women molest, nobody says anything because a woman can't molest a boy. So nobody gang molested Ike Turner and other males, right? And Michael Jackson was molested by women and so forth. Oh, yeah, it happens. But man, a dude that's a molester who should get punished, executed, we can call their names. When a woman does it, it's... See, women, you women out there, you have an alliance to feminine evil because it's female. As if female evil is good, it's only male evil that's bad. It's one of the dumbest fucked up things about black women. I see it. A man that denies paternity of a child, he ain't no fucking good. But a woman that lies, the only time these hoes admit that they're wrong is in a fucking Maury Povich show. I love that shit. I should buy all the seasons and watch it. It's the only time that they're wrong, and it's with the white man, and you need all these laboratories. Bitch, you don't know who you were fucking. You've been making cum milkshakes and alleys and shit with people. You don't know who the fucking father is of your kids, and didn't care. You were hot to get, you wanted something put in your thought pocket, and it got stuck up there. Damn the child, and hopefully there's a sucker who won't stand up to you, who will pay for your fuck toy trophy penalty. That's the issue. Let's talk about what's really happening. And they as nasty in the street as they are in the church and vice versa. Really roll some, but y'all like Sheila Jackson Lee. She's running to be mayor of Houston. And she's not going to say nothing about that Somali bitch because she wants a little jealous, hater, man-hating, castrating broads to vote for her because they'll feel like women were betrayed if you tell the truth. And I haven't heard an apology yet. No apology to Bill Cosby. 9 women were found lying about Bill Cosby. Folk haven't even given him credit for the 9 that he didn't do it to. And the others that came forward and said, well, I never really met him, but I imagine a white woman imagined that Bill Cosby raped her. And sisters are down on Bill Cosby over a white woman's imagination. And yet you lying bitches are down on Carolyn Bryant, who did Emmett Till, I guess because it's fashionable to be against that one white woman. But there are a whole lot of others that lie, like the actor from one of the movies, and women say he did something, all the sisters jumping in, you can't be with that white bitch, right? And the white woman lies. Oh my God.
Dr. Short, we have selective anger. If the Democratic Party tells black people to be upset, that's when black people are upset.
Well, no, especially when sisters get upset. At the mainstream media, at that little ugly Don Cheadle looking Joy Reid or Don Woman, who's no longer on there, thank God, and Rachel Maddow, who looks like Fonzie with boobs, that's when they get mad. So if they don't put it on mainstream television, they don't care. Oh yes, we're gonna preach tonight. I'm gonna preach the devils out of this church. This is a church of truth. We're gonna call the holes out. Nasty little hole. Need to douche spiritually, physically, everywise. Nobody wants to be on your Hershey Highway. Okay, move on. And that's
So
better
we
than that. That's better than that museum shit that you into, brother. I mean,
so we got so we got so we got our girl Oprah there. She's the littlest
oh.
picture of them all.
Well, look, Oprah Winfrey has literally danced on the ashes of thousands of missing people of color in Hawaii. By the way, I need to say to you, my big sister in St. Louis, who I talk to you about all the time, my big sister had a cousin. He burnt up. There's some black folks that burnt up in Maui too. So he's gone. Thousands of people burnt up. It's not just 100. These people have agreed to lie about how many people died. And Oprah Winfrey went around to people with her. She has a lucky hat that she wears. When she wore this hat in the 90s, when she would go to auctions to try to outbid and buy stuff off of people, Oprah Winfrey put on that same hat. She put on that same hat to hand out bottled water. So we were told she was concerned about her neighbors.
Oh, so when
So you
Trump was
have
giving out paper towels and toilet paper,
now he was
everybody had a,
evil,
everybody
but,
had a
but
problem, but Oprah was giving out bottled water.
she was giving out bottled water and buying up people who had nothing. She spent at least $6.6 million in buying out people who've been trying to hold on to their communities. Oprah Winfrey is part of the billionaire gentrification of Maui.
But
And so
her
when
and
those
Dwayne
people are
Johnson.
grieving, when those folks are grieving lost family and pets, Oprah comes up probably with some Kirkland bottled water, not the expensive shit. Got some cheap shit that tastes like there's still some dirt in it, and was giving out cheap bottled water and trying to buy people out who had nothing. When folks are vulnerable, hungry, the people in Hawaii hate Oprah. And I'm gonna tell you something: all the black women that run after her like she's a hero, y'all gonna learn something in the near future. When folks are angry and they see y'all all up under Oprah, they're going to be mean to you because they're going to feel like you're in on the shit that she did. All these no good billionaires are kind that want everybody vaccinated every so many weeks for every new virus that comes along. Don't you know your body is filled with viruses? We have billions of viruses inside of us. We can't get rid of them. That's all I'm going to say there. I don't want them to take this video down. But you got a body full of viruses. Those kinds of people. Mother Zuckerberg, same ones that put you in Facebook jail all the time every time you say something that's true. Are y'all understanding that along with the politics and the culture and the black woman that's before Congress saying that men have children and that men chest feed babies, you broads are on the wrong side of everything. Why? And that's when people, let me tell you something, the whole woman's thing is we want men to listen and men to give us equal. Well, when you get equal, whatever it is, you fuck it up. You're fucking it up. You're incredibly stupid when people listen to what you think and feel. In fact, I can understand why, this stuff that's happened the last 5, 10 years, damn, y'all making me against. You're making me against. I mean, saying, I'm afraid of sisters that are running for public office now. I'm scared. I used to think if women were in public office, they would look out for children. They'd be concerned for things on the home front that men might miss. And what we're finding is that it ain't true. They don't do any better. In fact, they only look out for themselves. They only look out for themselves. And Oprah, she's a witch. She's a liar. I really think she has a thing for Gail. And my favorite story was when she and Maya Angelou and somebody else were in bed together. Now, I can't get in bed with Stevie Wonder and you not suspect me. How come Oprah Winfrey's obviously homoerotic shit don't get you guys attention? How come black women think that their lesbianism is pure and good? And yet the black man, black father better not hug his own son. His own wife would think he's suspect. Can't hug his son, can't touch his. Every black man have to walk on a tightrope to please y'all insecure asses. And yet these women can just do the most outlandish things. Megan the Stallion, all of them. Pathetic. Y'all got behind Kamala Harris. There's a video of her dancing with Gage. She's your sister.
Chucks and pearls.
Yeah. So they throw a party and Kamala Harris is all stiff. If she screws the same way she's dancing, I see why Willie Brown moved on. It wasn't worth those 6-figure jobs he was getting for her. Yeah, I said it just like that. And let's roll back. Let me see. Who's the stud in the corner?
Oh,
Is that my mayor? Who's the one with the blue top on?
No, that's what you call. That's Claudia Jordan in the top right corner.
No, the one next to her. Oh no, who's Claudia?
That's Tamara Burke.
Oh, and again, refresh. What the hell she do?
Leader of the Me Too movement.
Oh yeah, no. The ugly woman's about it. I know who she is. Is that Oprah with her hands raised? A new car?
Of course.
Oh, okay, you have a new dildo, and everybody jumps up. That's what she really should say. You have a new sex toy. Right? You have a new abortion. Wasn't Oprah Winfrey out there telling women to shout out their abortions? Oprah Winfrey won't tell you, but I will, that abortions leave psychological scars. A lot of women commit suicide behind them things. Sure they do. A lot of women are sterilized from the abortions. A lot of women become gay behind the trauma of having an abortion. It's called post-abortive. I can tell a lot of sisters with a really nasty attitude, brothers. The sister has a shitty attitude all the time. She's probably killed her baby. Well, how could you tell? My thing is, how could I not tell you a baby killer? All of this, well, she's been hurt. No, she's a murderer. She killed life inside of her. Why is she going to make you happy if she could kill her own flesh? And not even recognize I killed it and say, well, it was like a nail appointment. I noticed that these ladies are making selfies when they go out to kill their babies. That's some sick bitches. And everybody's not a teenager in crisis. These are professional hoes. And then what happens after they've screwed everybody and killed all these babies, and they find a nice cat, they can't have a baby. Then they're doing stuff like going to the hospitals and stealing children because they want to be able to be a woman at long last. And for all the little liars out there, well, she needed time to find herself, not 45 fucking years. You need to know who you are about age 20, 25. Have some damn idea. The more self-discovery they give these hoes, the worse shit gets. Y'all need to stop finding yourselves. I don't like what you find, and you don't like it either. That's why you keep doing all this shit with these Madame Butterfly eyelashes and shit, and the weaves, and getting folk killed in Mexico to get a new ass when your ass was so big you couldn't find pants. And, they don't make pants that fit us, and then they go out and make a bigger ass. Have you ever thought about that? Now, damn. They don't make, then they make this shit worse. And, well, you black men y'all should be in. And then if you do it, well,